the grace of the Lord descends to the human world through the channel of the association and the grace of the great devotees, not in an independent way. We will always see that those who have been completely accepted by Srimati Radhika, they are guided day and night in every step of their lives. And they are also strong enough to take all the mishaps of this world. It's not that their lives were always so easy. It's not that when you become an object of the mercy of Shri Guru, everything will be only flowing and the grapes are falling in the mouth. No. It is sometimes becoming more difficult. Or I would say 100% of the times. Not for the soul, not for the dasi, but for the body, for the mind, and for the ego. Because we have to swallow these things that happen, and we have to be happy. We have to be accepting everything how it comes. And that mercy is coming through the sadhus. And only then, secondary, the mercy is bestowed by the Lord himself, or by Srimati Radhika herself. And we know, as the dasis, aspiring dasis, Srimati Radhika is sending her dasis to us. So we can count that this is a grace. And by their mercy, we can continue, we can grow, we learn how to overcome all the obstacles of this life, of the future, or the next, tests that are coming. And again, Baba says, the grace of the sadhus is not attainable without their association. So association is the ABC and the X, Y, Z. Association is always, because when we associate, then it happens. Then we are serving, then we are laughing together. Sometimes maybe we cry together. This is when it happens. Association is from person to person. Would you like to share on this, Gauravani-ji?
I mean, I can just say it's completely right that without your association here, I would drown in an ocean of sorrow. Because it is like this world here is an ocean of sorrow. So some they realize it, and most of the people, because they are in ignorance, they are not aware of it. But the more you get cleaned in your heart, the more you get aware that it is like this, because it's not our home. We are suffering here. And only in the realm of pure love, only with Radharani's mercy, we can be happy. So of course we need the association of that people who are in the association of Radharani. Otherwise, we will be lost, definitely. So this is my own experience, that without the association of like-minded devotees, it is practically impossible to stay in your middle, like we say. To stay straight on the way, because we all get weak sometimes, and then we need someone on the left and on the right side who actually carry us, help us, bring us back to the path. Make a little bit like Like Suniti Didi always make like, oh, when she sees Gauravani is suffering, she makes like this, like a mama or like a big sister. She's helping like that. We need, of course, we need this association. Otherwise, we will dry out. And we cannot stay positive, because if you have association with people who are in ignorance, they want to go their path, and because they are ignorant, they will not feel what you would like. They will not take care of you. They will just go their way straight ahead. And even if you die with them, they don't care. Because they are in ignorance. They cannot feel you. A person who is on the spiritual path needs people who can feel him or her. Isn't it? Because you cannot talk about everything and bring it in the same words that everyone says, yes, it's like this. It is more a feeling you try to describe, and if the others don't feel you, how they can get the point, actually, what is really the point. So we need to feel each other, and this we can only if we stay in association, which means near and deep association. Based, of course,
on spiritual friendships.
Based on Bhakti, of course, because without the basement of this Ek Bhakti, we have no base. Thank you.
Yes, so true, Govarani. So true. We need some friendships and someone who can feel me. Even sometimes it's difficult to feel myself what I need. We all have this situation. And Baba says this grace of the sadhus or the friendship of the Vaishnavas is not attainable without the association. So that is something like love in action that Gurudev calls. When we are together, we are doing some loving action together. All these things, kirtan, cooking, prasadam distribution, and sharing our feelings, sharing about our, present meditations or aspirations, desires. All this is very personal exchange. Very personal and very enlivening and also very consoling. It gives also the shelter and the feelings of being loved and being heard and being felt. That is a very important part of our spiritual lives, that we actually also have friendships and we can develop our ability to feel each other, like you said so sweetly, to feel each other. Because yes, usually when the soul is not so developed, then everybody wants everyone else to feel them. But how can I feel you? How can I serve you? How can I assist you? It shifts from me to you. And then it's really nourishing, very nourishing. Now here comes a very beautiful verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, I think. Oh no, Adi Purana, quoted in Hari Bhakti Vilas. Something like that. Maharaj Muchukunda is heard to have spoken the words to Sri Krishna. O Achyutya, When the time has come for the conditioned souls to free themselves from bondage, they can attain the association with great saints. And when this association is attained, love for you, the Supreme Controller himself, the only goal of the saints, is awakened. And Baba says that when the heart of the topic about the Lord that gradually emanate from the mouth of the great saints, faith in God naturally awakens, and gradually taste will develop for hearing such topics. And from the ninefold process of devotion, started with hearing and chanting, the fifth human pursuit known as awakens. So Gurudev is speaking about this very often. Prema Purushartha. That is the highest goal of life, even beyond Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, the normal desires of a human. And humbly, Srila Mahashai condemns himself, saying, Narottama dasa kohe prana dohe hena sangha na paya. My heart is always burning, since I did not attain the company of such devotees. When we look at the life of Narottam Das Thakur, he was in the highest association. He got the mercy from Gauranga through Nityananda. And then he came to Vrindavan, but alas, Rupa and Raghunath, they had all passed away. So he was always, his heart was always burning. And then he got the guidance of Jiva Goswami. And Jiva Goswami was full of the love of Rupa Raghunath. So we could say that the second-hand love is even more powerful sometimes. It's not that, oh, I only want to hear from my Gurudev personally and that is sufficient. No, that is actually platform of Kanishta Adhikari. Lord Chaitanya is explaining this in Chaitanya Charitamrita. If someone, a devotee, is on a beginner level, they see only the deity and the Guru. But Gurudev says, no, don't look at me. Look at all of them others. They are serving also. And serve those who serve. Because we can see from practical experience, if we only want to, hear from Gurudev personally, it will be difficult to find out his intimate moods, intimate feelings. Because maybe I have not had so much personal exchange. I need those who have been close. Like Jiva Goswami, he was so close to Rupa Goswami. He was his nephew in a human body, and he was serving him from his whole life in many, many different ways. Editing his books and giving speeches and serving him by hand with, cooking. I mean, there's different services, right? But some, I tell you, those who are cooking for Shri Guru, they are very close because they know the tastes of Shri Guru. So we are longing for that also. When will there be the day when I can be so close again? And if I cannot be so close, then let me be close to those who are close. Let me be close to the closest. Let me serve those who have been serving, who are serving. Let us increase the service together. And during our day, we have so many time to think and to feel. And then, let me think, oh my God, my goddess, when will be the next time I can do some personal service for my beloved Vaishnavas who are serving Shri Guru? When will be the next time? How can I find out what they like? How can I make prasadam for them? How can I clean their toilets? Like Narottam Das Thakur, he is cleaning the toilet of Lokanath Goswami, hidingly. And now comes the quote that Sri Krishna tells to Arjuna. Oh, Partha, oh Arjuna, I really attain he for whom my devotee is really attained. Truly, truly, no one is more rarely attained by me in this world than he. Those who are only devoted to me are not my real devotees, but those who are the devotees of my devotees are my best devotees. See, Krishna gives confirmation. Don't try to be the best devotees of your Gurudev. Try to be the devotee of the devotee of the devotee. Then Krishna will look, who is this? And this is how everyone becomes happy, because we are serving each of us the same attention, the same concentration, and the same love as Gurudev would. And then the Sangha will be very stable and very, in high kind of feelings of rasa, in seva. Because if everyone is only thinking about their own rasa and their own seva, then it's no fun. But if each of us would think, oh, is so-and-so happy in their service? How can I assist them in their service? That is the mood of Srimati Radhika. Srimati Radhika always feels that, oh, this Dasi, she is serving better than me. She is serving more closer and makes my beloved more happy. She's never thinking, oh, I can do it better. Although she has a million reasons to feel like that. She is the one really who does it the best. But that's not her quality, that she thinks I'm doing it best and everyone else should not, have a chance. No, but she is dividing herself, her love, and her ecstasy in her love to Mohan in more and more and more dasis. She is becoming all these dasis. And in this way, when she sees that even in the Leela, she thinks, this dasi is serving my Mohan so beautifully. I should reward her. How can I learn from her? Our Swamini, she wants to learn from the clouds, from the bees, from the trees. She's learning from everyone how to be a perfect dasi. And she is teaching us, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also teaching us, Trinadapi Sumitrina. Don't look at always yourself. Try to be like a blade of grass that is trampled on, but still somehow it continues to be a happy blade of grass. Yes, it's true. The happiness lies in the sweet, small things of the world, in the sweet, small savas. And sometimes only later in life, we can realize how lucky we were at certain times. And Krishna also says, I look at those who are devoted to my devotee, and we know how dear are the manjaris to Mohan. He is begging them. And he wants to feel and to become humble like them. Because he is the supreme enjoyer, it's very difficult for him to feel the bath of the other side. But he is so such a high enjoyer that he wants to enjoy also the path of those who are enjoyed and who are happy to be enjoyed. And undoubtedly, the dasis of Srimati Radhika, they are the most ready to be always in service and to always increase the enjoyment of Radha and her beloved Mohan. That is their service. And they are expert in that. So how to increase the taste, how to increase the bhav, the feelings of the moment, by knowing these things in advance, by preparing everything in advance. And why are they preparing in advance? Like a housewife, when she has a visitors on the table, like 10 or so, 10 of the family are coming with the children, and she knows, oh, this person likes this dish. And oh, the kids, they need an extra space. I will make a corner where they can play. Because then the parents can happily converse with each other. And the kids, they also feel happy because they have a lot of toys and they can play with each other. And they like the pudding. So for them, I make the pudding. But those who are more, into health food, for them, I make a very nice salad with the fresh herbs from the garden. And I will put some flowers on top. And I will offer that all to Radha Mohan so that they can bless it with their love, with their loving eyes. So all of that is being the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. And always trying to think in advance what everybody likes, how to make it beautiful, how to have a nice fragrance of love. And in the end, we are doing it to make them happy, because they are the part and the parcels of Shri Shri Radha Mohan. And we know that their happiness is our happiness also. So that is an art, how to develop it. And we are learning it from all of each other. I am purchased, says the Lord, says Sri Krishna, by anyone who becomes my devotee, and for this reason renounces all his friends and relatives. I never purchased by anyone else. So that is renunciation on the level of, you are my number one, and the other ones I will serve because they are also your part and parcels. One of the greatest means to attain the Lord's grace is to consider the company of the devotee to be very rarely attained. This is proven from the above quoted words of Sri Krishna. Through the company of the devotees, the grace of the devotees is attained, and the more the grace of the great souls falls in the heart of the fortunate candidate, the more his grace power works on him, and the more the grace of the Lord will be attainable, or the more he will qualify for attaining Prema. So this is like the recipe, how to attain grace. To get the grace of the devotees who have the grace and whose hearts are full of the grace. And by collecting the particles of grace by service and by close association, the more the grace will be attainable, and the more that principle of grace is the elixir of my life, the more Prema will resonate in all of my existence. After this, the blessed author says, Abagyera nahi ora, michai hoinu bora, dukha rohu mora antare jagai. Jagiya. There is no limit to my misfortune. I'm immersed in falsity, and pain awakens within my heart. So that is amazing, no? How such a great soul will talk and feel like that. I mean, really? Although Narottam Das Thakur is the embodiment of Prema, directly empowered by Nitai, by Gauranga. He changed his color, he changed his mood, he became an, walking in ecstasy, singing and dancing and speaking and feeling in Prema immediately. And so what does he feel in that state? Great humility. And he speaks with certainty. He's not like, one day it will be nice to have association again. Maybe next summer during the holidays. No, not like that. He feels deprived. He feels lost of such devotee association. There is no aura, a limit to my misfortune. And still I am bored or intoxicated by the false notion that I'm very fortunate or that I myself am a devotee. Actually, I am unfortunate. I am cheated, for I think myself to be very fortunate indeed. When this sorrow awakens within my heart and hurts it. From these great humble words of Srila Thakur Mahashaya, we can learn that we often consider ourselves great devotees or bhajan anandis, and this makes us very satisfied. But actually, dissatisfaction is the nature of devotion. Dissatisfaction. You know why? Because from this dissatisfaction, from that yearning, it must be that some, mercy will come, because Radha and Mohan, Nitai and Gauranga, they can hear the crying of the heart of devotee for more devotion, for more association, for more service opportunity. And when they hear it, when they are touched by the real feelings of their devotee, by this yearning, by this, intensity of prema, because actually this expression of eagerness is already prema. It's not any materially false, show off. I want devotees, but actually I have no time. This is the real crying for, after Narottam Das Thakur had association of Nitai, and he was going on pilgrimage, he was visiting different places in the holy dhams, and then he comes back to Vrindavan, and then Rupa and Sanatan have left the planet, and he was destroyed. Then Jiva Goswami picked him up and helped him and accepted him as a student. And he had so great other friends, student friends. One student friend was Shyamananda, and one was Srinivasacharya. So he always, when he went later on, they all had to do their own services. First they were together, and they were distributing also the mercy of the Goswamis by distributing their handwritten palm leaves and their teachings and the mercy of Chaitanya. But then after he was again bereft, he felt alone, although he was doing good, he was always making festivals. He did another big festival where Janavama came and where all the deities were installed, because at that time in India, in the south, also in Navadvip area and Oriya area, all of these area, they had no Thakujis of Nitai Gauranga. So a lot of Thakujis of Radha Krishna and Nitai Gauranga were installed in a very big festival. And it was the most ecstatic kirtan. And Narottam Das Kirtan was especially blessed, because when he was singing from his soul, then Nitai and Gauranga would manifest in that kirtan even. How amazing must that be? So dissatisfaction is the nature of devotion. I mean, look at our Swamini, how she can talk like that any Dasi can serve better. Why she is like that? Because she is always feeling that my service is not sufficient. So that is amazing that Srimati Radhika feels like that. She always thinks everyone else can do better service than me. That is like the topmost Trinada piece on Suniti. And like this, she is always absorbed in Mohan. She's always absorbed how to increase the quality of service and how to make him more happy. And that is the reason why there have to be also so many manjaris, because they increase the service. They increase the happiness. They are all particles of Prema, of Srimati Radhika's desire. They are Chintamani, like her. And they are small sparkles of joy. How to give more joy? The joy to give more joy. So it is the nature of Prema that wherever there is a loving devotional relationship, the devotee thinks, I don't even have a spark of love for Krishna. It's not enough. It's not good. It's not thick. It's not. But that's the nature of Prema. And that's why, one devotee asked me a few weeks ago, why are the devotees always lamenting that they are not so devoted, whereas everyone sees how devoted they are? Why are they always making themselves appear lower? Although everyone sees how big their feelings are and how big their services are. And I said, that is the nature of devotion. Devotion will never boast. Devotion is never something that will rub each, part of their devotion under the nose. Devotion always thinks there should be more. It should increase. Like Prabhupada used to say about the book distribution, let it increase. And I thought, how can it always increase? How can it be? But that is the mercy. When it increases, it comes like an amazing surprise. Newer and newer possibilities arise. So we could say also, by the humility of never feeling that it's done, it's complete. Newer and newer possibilities can arise. It's like a space that is created, that is like increasing possibilities. And that is the mood of Narottam Das Thakur here in this verse. He is creating a big space in his heart by always feeling, I cannot have enough association. He is creating a big heart with a lot of space for all of us who are the generations of the following, Vaishnavas, following in the footsteps of those who have this mood of, I missed the chance. I should have done more. I should have given more. My heart is so occupied with selfish desires. This is a feeling for a bhakta, and it's the natural feeling of Srimati Radhika. And from this feeling, from this prema, it's not like I'm not good in this world, nobody sees. This is the feeling of the ego that we all know every day too. I have that too, but I look at it and I say, oh, you again. Okay, good. I know you very well. But actually, when this feeling comes that there should be more service, there should be increasing emotions, then all the dasis, our Swamini is inviting all of us. It is the Ram, Ram, Hare, Hare that Gurudev is explaining. Hare, Hare, come. What are you doing out there? Come. Increase the feelings. Serve with all of your heart and with all of your madness. For that, we need to be a little mad. We cannot be here, situated in a normal consciousness. That is Prema consciousness. That is Radhika's Mohan, make happy consciousness. Yes. Jai Shri Radhe, my God. And we are speaking this in the mood of separation. As you have heard probably, today Gurudev decided to cancel his tour. His body is not strong enough. So we also want to serve those who are serving him. So we are yearning again to go to Vrindavan, to support those who can go there, can do service. And we're yearning for listening his beautiful katha, for yearning for having a drop of the mercy of attaining his feelings in his relationship to Sri Radha Mohan, and to feel deprived of his good association. Today also he could not come, but we know he's with us also. So we are feeling meeting in separation. We are doing our services, but we feel that we are doing not so much. We feel that it's never good enough. Although it is the best that we could do, But we need always more blessings to go further and deeper in our Prema feelings, in our desires to serve, and to come out of the ego of complacency and self-indulgence on the material platform. Radhe, my dears, would anyone like to share on this or add something?
Is there enough time for one question? Because it's almost 2:00.
Yeah, sure. We have always a, movable, stretchable, eternal time. If Sundaram allows us.
Okay.
He gives us blessings. You have to go like this.
You spoke about attitude, devotees, Vacharyas, and us who have to increase our love for Radhika. And I listened this for so long and read it. But right now, if I feel some emotion to Radhika, and if I have a strong desire to say her, I love you, or Radhe, and from present state, for the present capacity of that love. Of course, this is just drops, but there is some love. And if I want to express this love through the service and verbally also, is there something wrong in it? And also to go around and say, I don't have love for Radhika, I think, from my point of view, can be false humility also, if I speaking about myself, not for others. So personally, I don't like to say this, because this love maybe is just drops, but exists something. And if I just trying to stop my feelings and be in the distance and cannot express this love, for me, it's it's not it's not right, actually. If I want to express my love to Radhika, is there some problem to express and say, I love you, my Swamini? Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's a little bit confused, the explanation.
No, I'm clear what you...
You're clear about my point.
Yes, I'm clear about the point. The point is, why should I run around cutting myself down if I feel more happy to express my love? And I think your service is to express your love. And, I think for every feeling, there's a moment. And maybe you know that feeling. You have maybe written a lot of verses and a lot of poets, and you feel that love, but inside there is another feeling clashing like a big wave against these other feelings or these other services and expressions that says, I will never be able to express it fully. I will never be able to fully express it because I try, and still it's not enough. That is also some kind. So, yes. These ornamentations, yes. She is saying Helion Terra, but I think your spiritual name is something other than sunflower, na? I forgot. Haripriya, na? Haripriya? Yes. She says that the ornamentation is already the meeting. So yes, in the ornamentation of our services, of your poems, the meeting takes place. But at the same time, Raghunath Das Goswami also says, Swamini, where are you? Because in that moment where he feels separation, he's he also feels, I have never met her. That is the intensity and the madness of praying. It is never like, it goes always in waves. And I think the cutting down is not something that is artificial, like the beating. Yes, it's never black and white. The beating that, we have, I am not a good lover of God. I am a sinner or so. It's not like that. It's just like Swamini's feelings are so pure that she never feels that anybody else cannot come up to her feelings. She's not like, I'm the supreme Shakti. I'm Swarup Shakti. I'm Ladini Shakti and you're nothing. No, she feels so pure that in every other soul, she feels more love. And that is a positive thing. It is not a negative thing. Like in this world, we have the negativity on a higher level. But there, even that negativity that seems to be one negativity is full of prema. It's pure prema. So it would be wrong for you, to come back to your question, to cut yourself down and to stop your services of expressing love. But it is natural that you will feel never satisfied because, I should have expressed this more lovingly. I should write more poems like this. It's this humility. If humility is pure, if humility is touched by a drop of prema, it will increase the service. You get it? Like Srimati Radhika wants to increase her service and to Mohan, to make him more happy. And what happens? She is coming together with him now in this Kali Yuga, and she is calling, you come and serve, you come and serve, you come and serve. You are Dasi, I give you chance, you are Dasi. She is so generous. She is so generous. She never thinks I can do it the best. No, come, please, you help me. Please, come. I need this kind of, you are one of my only, I have never seen somebody serve like this. Another version of prema is coming through your personality. And that's why in the spiritual realm, this humility is not a kind of expression of depression or negativity or hurt or cutting down. It is a humility that is so deeply rooted in prema that it will increase the service, increase the association. And that is the difference between complacency, being self-satisfied, with any kind of thing that we are doing, and spiritual dissatisfaction. That is what here is said. Dissatisfaction is the nature of devotion. And that dissatisfaction roots in prema. Like Srimati Radhika's love for Mohan is so extraordinary that she always has space for more dasis. And her dasis, they feel the same. They give always space to new dasis, to new devotees. They want to increase the feelings. So thank you for your very beautiful and humble question, Radha Kripa Kataksh. That is the point. Always feel proud to be able to praise Srimati Radhika's love by your expressions, by your emotions. And always feel there should be another. And let me share with others also. And let me start a new one else we can combine, like you beautifully did in that wonderful book with Labanga Latika. Let it increase, like Prabhupada says, let it increase. And that is not a superior point of view. It is a spiritual desire for the pleasure of Radha Mohan, for the pleasure of Gurudev, for the pleasure of Nitai and Gauranga. I am also not there, but at least theoretically, I think the difference between spiritual desires and material self-pity, which is a blockage. But spiritual desires, even they might come across a little bit negative, they are never a blockage. They will make us cry and smile at the same time.
Radhe Radhe.
Jai Shri Radhe.
My dears, I thank you so much, Suniti, for this wonderful class. And I want to say to Radha Kripa Kadaksha, when you share your feelings in your poem or when we talk together, it's so wonderful for me. You are touching my heart. You help me to open my heart. And this is so important. For me, it's so important when I am in association with devotees who can share their love for Radharani and to share the love and greed for service. This is so helpful. Please never stop it.
Please never stop it. Never stop it. Beat yourself and continue. More. Oh, Swami. I'm useless, but more. Thank you. Rajesh, very nice.
It's a really quite naturally to express our feelings, actually, because whatever we say in the heart, Radhika listen this, I cannot say I don't have any love for her. I cannot say it. Maybe it's more correct to say I love you and I won't love you more. That's the fact, not just go and say I don't have a love. I have a love. Everybody here has some love. You have to express in some way this love openly. I think that Radhika like it from us to express our love from our level. To express somehow, not just this. No, I don't have. Maybe this going back. I think it's not really humility. Express love, and during this expression, natural humility coming. You have to give openly.
Yes, I want to
what's the problem with this?
Yes, no problem. There's nothing to lose and all to gain. And today is actually, I want to share with you, today is the 70th birthday, 70th, 70. One of my old friends and my Shiksha Guru is a Shyamarani Didi or Jadurani, from ISKCON, from Prabhupada's first disciple. And I always liked her. She's full of humor and she's full of witty expressions. And I always, there was always interviews with her about her, when she met Prabhupada and this and that, and how she puts her paintings, and, she's a genius. She is doing so much service, and her paintings, they show all her love. And they always ask her, when did you start Krishna consciousness? Your Krishna consciousness. And she says, I decided to start it this morning when I wake up. And I love it, I like it. She is so smart and she is so humble. So humility is the smart, and it will always guide us to increase. Jai Ho! Jai Ho, Haripriya, yes. So thank you all. I don't want to steal more time now from the kirtan. We are only 7 minutes. We are very good. Because this Tuesdays is always 1 hour. But in the spiritual realm, the hour can also expand. And I'm so happy. Thank you for all of your ears and association to see your beautiful faces, loving smiles, and your open hearts. Thank you, Sundaram, for always being a generous moderator. And let's listen to some beautiful expressions of love. Radhe Radhe. See you soon.